Hello and welcome back to the series It Means Everything. Today we're at Wymondham Rugby Club, which is where Tommy Freeman played his youth rugby from under 12s. Now Tommy has risen into the starting lineup for England under Steve Borthwick after spending his teenage years at a club that's striving to put Norfolk on the map.
Oh, a breakthrough, and this is superb from Freeman, and Freeman offloads to Daly.
Today we're back at the club to find out more about its ambitions and how it inspired Tommy on his rugby journey. This is It Means Everything.
Hey guys, Tommy Freeman here. Just finished the captain's run here at Lyon. Just wanted to wish the Wymondham boys back home, the Red and Black Army, all the best of luck against Shelford Seconds this weekend. I hear you're top of the league. Keep smashing it, lads. I had some awesome memories down at the paddock, so all the best and yeah, go well.
You played with Tommy, didn't you, here at the club? What was he like?
A lot smaller, but no, he was very skillful. If we ever needed a bit of magic in a game, that normally came from him. Now I'm just proud of him.
Tommy turned up at, I think it was under 12s or under 13s. He was certainly here throughout his youth. A small lad, he obviously had a bit of talent. And like any other kid that turned up and would put on a pair of boots, we sort of set about turning him into the best player he could possibly be.
Even though he wasn't the biggest player we had, you could tell that, you know, when we done drills or done run-throughs, he had a brain, and he would see lines and hit lines and take the ball that you'd stand there and go, where did that come from? Very, very skillful player, even at that age. Tommy's parents are fantastic because they lived, you know, 35, 40 miles away, and when we used to be training for a Norfolk Cup or an Eastern Counties Cup game, we would train midweek, and we would start at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and Tommy was here every single week, and that helped him. It has to have done. So his parents were fantastic.
How inspiring is that for the youngsters to kind of see, wow, I can play here and I can also potentially progress to international level?
It's amazing, yeah. You can see them all in the clubhouse watching him on telly, getting excited, cheering on their star. They love it.
He's become a magnificent rugby player and the first international that we've ever had, so we're incredibly proud of everything he's done.
Well, Paul, we're stood in front of this beautiful clubhouse on a wonderful Saturday, but that wasn't always the story, was it?
We used to have a 10-acre site at Tuttle's Lane, about a mile from here. It was a mud bath for 6 months of the year. We've been desperately looking to relocate for the best part of 15, 20 years until we moved to this magnificent facility. And what you see behind us at the moment is a magnificent clubhouse. We've been here for about 6 years. And we want to put rugby on the pitch which matches the quality of our facility.
So we've got under 6s all the way through to Colts. We have a youth girls set up which are under 14s, 16s and 18s, and obviously under 6s all the way through to Colts. About 20 teams are at the club. It's an unbelievable beast and it's growing and the word's getting out and it's a great club to be part of.
Big game today, isn't it? How's the season been going so far?
Yeah, really successful. So it's a lot of change coming to this year. So it's my first year as senior men's head coach here, and we've had throughout the year 9 to 14 new players across the whole senior men's, which have put on a Wymondham shirt for the first time this season, and everyone's become really cohesive, and that's one of the best things about this group in terms of how together they are. And actually I think that's now spilled over into the pitch in terms of why we're getting the results that we've had, and we're now at the business end of the season. So obviously today 2 massive games. If we get the 2 wins, then we're both sat top of our respective leagues with 2 games to go. So if we can finish the league with that double promotion, then that's obviously a pretty good first year.
One of our big aims is to attract people from the estate round here, maybe first time, never had anything to do with rugby before. A, to use our facilities and become their local, and B, to have a try at throwing a ball around. I think it's really important, not just for us, but throughout the game, that all forms of rugby are encouraged. We've got a rugby league team headquartered here, we've got an LGBTQ team here, and we've got some very high level touch players who've played Masters Rugby with the England Touch Association.
So we started off 18 months ago with the first week we had 8 players, and we now regularly train 40 each week, and we've got about 65 active members in the club.
That's incredible, isn't it? You
Yeah.
must be so proud.
Yeah, it's been a real success story for the club, for Iceni, but also for Wymondham as well, really, because we are doing something different in Norfolk.
Women's rugby is just on such a trajectory, isn't it? And it's just gaining so much momentum. Are you feeling that here at the club?
Yeah, so we're seeing it here at the club. I think the girls section's growing, which is leading into the women's section growing. We've had 3 or 4 players now that have progressed through, and we're trying to develop links with the local university as well to try and get a feeder that way. But we've had so many new players this season. We started the season worrying how we would get a team out, and now it's just quite natural. Everyone just comes down, has fun. We're led by 2 women coaches too, so it's like women through and through.
Everyone was really welcoming. I really enjoyed the first training session and haven't left since. So it was great fun.
More, isn't it, than just what's happening on the pitch? It's about the community as well. What's that like here?
You just feel so supported. Like, it's so nice, like, you know, women bringing women up, and you, like, if you're feeling a bit low or anything, just outside of rugby, it's just, you've just got that nice feeling of comfort and support.
We've got 238 minis signed on at the moment, so the car park's full, there's people walking distance. Parents, all the coaches are parents, we're fully volunteers, so super busy, but just always exciting, always fun. Matches going on with other teams.
I know lots of clubs would dream of numbers like that. What's the secret here?
The facilities, we're so lucky with such amazing facilities, but just the involvement of the parents, really, we couldn't do it without them.
What is it about this club that makes you want to be so involved?
I think it's a real family atmosphere. I came from a rugby playing family, and I wanted to do something. And if you have 2 boys who want to play rugby and a husband who coaches within the rugby setup, then either I stay at home or I get involved. And there's so much it's outside, it's beautiful. We've got a lovely club now, but even the previous club, it's the people within it that are the key, really.
We're very fortunate here, but we still have the same challenges that every community club has around the country. You know, this is people's hobby, this is their interest, they have family commitments, work commitments, and it's making sure that they're still prioritising the right things in terms of themselves, their family, and their well-being as well. So that's the logistical challenges of it, but I think we do a pretty good job, and everyone's fully bought in here, so it's not too much of an issue.
Tell me about the area, because I mean, what's Norfolk like for rugby? Is it a big rugby area?
It's not really, to be honest with you. We're struggling a little bit, if I'm being honest, both in terms of the number of minis and youth players we have in the county, but also senior players. We obviously have this fantastic facility which gives us a great advantage against other clubs. We have a thriving minis and youth section with, I think I'm right in saying, in the Eastern Counties the second most grade affiliated players. So we're very, very fortunate to have the legacy which has been given to us. But generally speaking, it's tough times for rugby in this part of the world.
In Norfolk, we're quite isolated, but when they see names on screens, I think that is something that, you know, inspires them, and you can see it all the way through the club, and that's where I think using older players to inspire younger ones all the way through the club, whether they become famous or play wherever. I think it's about that rugby playing and that being part of a team that's so important.
Often liken myself and other people at this club, if you cut us in half, would be red and black all the way through to the core, just like a stick of rock. When we relocated to the club, I was a team of many, including architects, planning lawyers, construction experts, people from all walks of life who came together to make this happen for us. And I think that's exactly the same in terms of running a club. If we didn't have our volunteers, we'd have absolutely nothing.
I mean, you've had an incredibly long time, a long career here at Wymondham. What's so special about this club to you?
Family, particularly for me. My dad brought me to the club when I was 4. 3 brothers play here. Just had a son, so hopefully he's going to be indoctrinated in the Wymondham way. Yeah, love it. I love it. Love this place, love this club. It's just like the best grassroots club I know of.
3 cheers for the support,
What does the future look like for Wymondham?
Well, we're very ambitious. as you'd expect us to be with the sort of facilities that we've got. But we want to do it on a sustainable basis, so we don't pay any players, but what we want to do is off the strength of a very, very strong youth section. So the team that we've got out today, which is typical of all teams, will be 80% from our youth system. If we don't have that sustainability, we will really struggle as a club. And what we also want to do for our senior players, both men and women, is to create the right rugby infrastructure. We have a fantastic clubhouse, but we also have a gym on the site, which is in storage containers at the moment. We provide physio, strength and conditioning, top level coaching across all of our age groups. And we believe that by investing our money in those areas, that gives us the sustainable future that we really crave.
So we were quite clear on the objectives that I was given when I took on the role of they want 2 promotions in 4 years for both senior teams. So at the moment we currently play at level 7 and level 9. They want the club to be in a place where the men's first team is playing at level 5 and the second team is playing at level 7 as well. And then as a side to that, we have managed to this year but kind of reinstill our third team, our men's third team, to offer rugby for as many people as we can really. It's a thriving place with lots of people, but it's a real good feel.
I think for us it's quite clear what we want to do. We want to be up there competing at the top for Eastern Counties. We already have the second largest junior outfit in Eastern Counties, which is great. But for us it's about pushing on now our senior men and women to really push them through the leagues and get into those top spots.
Well, this is a club that has big ambitions in everything that it does, from growing the already flying mini youth and women's section to the expansion of the truly inclusive Rugby Touch programme, as well as the road to promotion with the success of the senior men's side. This is a club that now has the impressive facilities to match the passion and ambition on the pitch. This is It Means Everything.
What a way it would be to sign off if he could score a try. A brilliant hand! And there go England! And Freeman has his first Test match try. Tommy Freeman